Can I make acrylics work like watercolor or even with watercolor in the same painting? And why would I want to? We're going to find out in today's video, and we're also going to be opening an advent calendar that will have every art supply lover out there literally swooning. So let's get into it. Meaden has sent me a Christmas advent gift set, 24 pieces, and I'm going to open it up with you right now. It's pretty heavy, it's pretty massive and pretty thick, and I'm very curious to see what's inside, so let's have a look. Wow. Let's just appreciate the sheer size of this. It's absolutely massive. Very thick as well from the top. Love the design. So it's a full-blown advent calendar. We have all the little boxes to open, and there's 2 layers to it. So we have another box underneath it, and this one is really thick. Okay, so let's start with number 1 over here. I'm just pressing that little label in. So I've grabbed one of these, hopefully it should help. Oops! Oh, this looks like it's a travel brush. It is indeed a travel brush. That is quite a generous gift, I would say. Moving on to a biggie here, because number 2 is pretty big. Let's see what it is. Wow, Meaden postcards. Hot press, 10 sheets, 300 GSM. Doesn't say if it's 100% cotton, but still very generous. Number 3. These are oil-based colored pencils. Look at all the beautiful colors. These look like oil sticks, and one is metallic gold. They're oil pastels, and then we have metallic silver, and then we have a red, a green, a white, and a black. I've rarely seen such a generous advent calendar, I have to be honest. Oh, it's a tiny watercolor palette, and it's got magnets on it. That is so cute. Acrylic markers. I already know this paper by Meaden, and I love it. I have the hot press and the cold press, which they sent me in the past, and it's really good watercolor paper. 100% cotton. Well, it says that pretty clearly on the cover. Portable sketchbook. That is so cute. A pin. In the 10th of December, we got an eraser and a tiny little easel. It's a 4B pencil, always useful. Moving on to the next layer, I am so curious, but I'm not going to do it all because that would be cheating, wouldn't it? Okay, so it is the 15th of December. I can go into number 13. And we have some heavy body acrylic paint. And we have a watercolor paintbrush. Here we go. And it's... Does anybody know what these are? I mean, I know what they are, but what their purpose is. Can you paint on them? Maybe you can paint on them. Okay, opening number 16. Can you manage?
A bit hard.
Okay. What is it? Meeden clips.
Yeah.
They always come in useful. Always come in handy. Do you want them?
Yeah.
Okay, you can have them. There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, we're opening the 17th. Are you sure it's the 17th? Yes, yes it is. What is that?
I'll do it.
I think that this is...
The candle.
No, I don't think it's a candle because it's got to have to do with something artistic. Could this be... Can you hold the lid up, please? The lid. Okay. Could this be... Could this be to mix water in, like for watercolor? Because it's very small, so I wouldn't think... Or maybe you're right, maybe it is for a candle. I don't know, would it shine through though? Because we've got those... Maybe it's to mix water for watercolor. Well, let us know in the comments.
Wait, I just want to know something.
Just tell them, let us know.
Why
Stop.
is 18 so big?
And we'll see when the 18th comes.
It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. Let us know in the comments what you think this might be for. Do you want to say that?
Let us know in the comments what you think it can be.
Yeah, let us know. As well as sending me this quite honestly gorgeous advent calendar, Meeden also sent me a set of soft body acrylics and an apron. Both the design of the apron and the advent calendar were top notch, so whoever is behind these concepts, I take my hat off to you. Quite a lot of you are new to my channel as it spiked with last week's video, so welcome. And in case you don't know, I'm a watercolor painter. Some of my audience don't like it when I stray from watercolor, and I get that. But I also feel that exploring other mediums can boost your creativity, and it's something I enjoy doing from time to time. And that's what I'm going to be doing today. I will add, I have painted with acrylics in the past. I discovered watercolor in 2019 and it became my medium of choice. And it's only when I discovered watercolor that I also started to explore certain aspects of art making, like the importance of value, tone, light and shadow, anatomy, realism mixed with surrealism. So my old work can look quite flat from a technical point of view, more than anything else. So yes, I have tested acrylics, but no, I do not have the same level of experience I have with watercolor, to which I've dedicated hundreds of hours. And before we move on and start testing these, I would like to invite you to check out my Patreon, where we sketch and paint live with a fantastic international community. We have behind the scenes and challenges over there. There is a whole world to discover and a relaxed and fun way of learning drawing and watercolor on the other side of that link. You will find it in the description box below this video, so you can start making art today with friends from the comfort of your home. I was under the illusion that painting a simple sunset in my sketchbook would remind me how to paint with acrylics. I also added some medium that would keep the paints wet for longer, so they would feel more like watercolor, or so I thought. It was after when I started the portrait that I was reminded that I never really knew how to paint with acrylics in the first place, and there's no magic trick to learn to do something well with a few minutes practice. It's like thinking you can learn Spanish in an afternoon only because you speak Italian. Five, 10 minutes maybe. Not sure exactly, I wasn't watching my clock. One thing I've learned for sure is that I've wasted a lot of paint. I needed much less for such a small piece, and that's a waste of paint. Also because I don't know whether I will be able to start painting on the larger canvas immediately. Oops. So I have to say, you know, it might not look like much, but I am really happy with this, because the reason why I'm really happy with this is because I had loads of fun doing it. And when you have loads of fun doing something, that is always an arrow pointing you in the right direction. If you have fun doing something, go for it. Go for it with everything you can. Give it your all. So this is just a small regular canvas. It was quite cheap. I cannot remember where I bought it. To me, it looks quite smooth and feels quite smooth. I don't know if you can tell, I'm zooming in. There's a little bit of texture, but it's really not much when you touch it. Hopefully it won't get in the way of the drawing too much. I don't like painting on rough surfaces. And I'm just going to get a drawing onto this, and then I'm going to start painting. Everybody says that watercolor is the hardest medium to master, but I can tell you one thing about watercolor now. Its unforgiving nature, the fact that you can't really erase mistakes, is also a blessing in disguise. because at one point you just have to stop and call a painting done. With opaque mediums like acrylics and oils, you can go on forever. You can cover up mistakes or whole areas of a painting and just paint over them, and for me, that left so much room for indecision and dissatisfaction, which is something that you learn to deal with and get over pretty early on in your watercolour practice, or you'd give up watercolour altogether. Also, I could not get out of the watercolour mind frame. I kept pulling at the paint to spread it with water, trying to blend it like you do with watercolour, relying on a transparency that was not there. And while my brain knew this is a different medium and it's not translucent, my muscle memory just kept on getting in the way, and soon enough, excitement turned into frustration. I think there were some stages where I should have left it alone and called it finished. But since I wasn't getting the results I typically get in my watercolour portraits, where the eyes and the skin seem to shine, I could not let it go. And let's get to the shameful admission of why this video is called what it is. I cracked. I had painted over the eyes so many times, I needed watercolour like I would have needed water in the desert. The urge was uncontrollable, so I started working with watercolour, especially in and around the eye area and on the lips. Of course, painting on a canvas that already had acrylic paint on it wasn't the most enjoyable of experiences, but I was back in my element, and at least I knew what to do, and the painting did start going more in the direction I wanted it to go. So, to answer the question in the title, can these two mediums work together? Why not? I would have liked to use the acrylics very watered down, but I clearly don't have the experience yet. I have seen other artists use them in a very drippy, loose manner, but surely, guess what? Of course they will have had months or years of practice. We always fall into that old trap where we think we can do something without putting the work in, and then it all turns into a pity party. No, it's just experience, trial and error, and learning from mistakes that, rather than hinder us, should and do show us the way. So today is the 20th, handheld camera, I'm on my own. Let's see what the, oh gosh, yeah, I forgot that we had all this stuff on top. Let me quickly remove it. So number 20, where are you? Number 20 is here. Let's open it up and let's see. I think we actually got a glimpse of this, didn't we? Oh gosh, I hate ripping it. We didn't get a glimpse of this. What is this? Oh, it's a cute little clip again in the shape of a Christmas tree. camera's not really picking it up well because we get the sheen of that plastic paper. And I think I will put the rest of the days up to the 24th in my stories on Instagram. So if you want to go and follow me over there, you know where that is. Well, you don't know where that is. It's drawings in a drawer, all in one word. And you also will find it in the description box. If you would like to follow me on there, I am very often quite active in the stories with, you know, everyday life and painting and whatnot. Goodbye for now. Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful time if you celebrate it. And also if you don't celebrate it, I hope you have some special time anyway. And that is all from me for today. Goodbye. See you next Sunday.